सद्गुरु परमात्मने नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधितमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंशसिद्भ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघनः प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि। नारायणं पद्मभवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तन्त्रोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। श्रुतिस्मृतिर्पुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तो पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदो विभागिनीं व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। नमः शिवानन्दाय गुरवे सच्चिदानन्दमूर्तये निष्प्रपञ्चाय शान्ताय निरालम्बाय तेजसे त्वं हि विष्णुर्विरञ्चिस्त्वं त्वं च देवो सदाशिवः त्वं चैव शक्तिरूपोऽसि निर्गुणस्त्वं सनातनम्। आनन्दमानन्दकरं प्रसन्नं ज्ञानस्वरूपं निजबोधयुक्तं योगीन्द्रवेद्यं भवरोगवैद्यं श्रीमद्गुरुं नित्यमहं स्मरामि। Loving adorations to our worshipful and beloved Holy Master Gurudev Sri Swami Shivananda Maharaj, whose spiritual presence surrounds us and draws us from all sides towards our highest blessedness. Towards our highest blessedness. That presence urges us from within towards a life of goodness, a life of truthfulness, purity of conduct and character, of compassion and kindness in our thought, word and deed. His spiritual presence pervades and prevails at all times. If we are conscious and aware of this presence, we feel it 100-fold more. If we are in a state of distracted attention with our thoughts elsewhere, we deprive ourselves of His uplifting, inspiring spiritual support, of His elevating influence. If we tightly close all the doors and windows of our room, the air will soon become stale. Not that there is not enough fresh air and light, it is there in plenty. But we deprive ourselves of it, if we foolishly barge the entry by not understanding what we are doing, we cut ourselves off from that which is very important, very valuable, desirable and necessary. If this awareness of the immediate presence of the source of our inspiration is not consciously, diligently, carefully, patiently, earnestly, sincerely cultivated, then no harvest will come. One of the important ingredients of discipleship is to cultivate conscious awareness of the wealth we possess and the need to utilize it moment by moment in all our life. Cultivate the consciousness of perennial presence of the Guru. That is what is required for us. He pervades all my life. He is with me wherever I go. I am myself a living temple of His presence. He urges me in the right direction from within. For then, in His watchful presence and as true followers at all times, upon each step of our day-to-day life, before we act, we will feel how would He who is beside me want me to act at this moment. We must realize the loving compassion of God that is beside us, and may we realize the grace and blessings of God that throws vibrantly within us. The questions that are asked to Gurudev about bhakti. The first question asked by a devotee is this: what are the essential qualities of a bhakta and how to acquire them? Gurudev answers: ethical perfection is the fragrance that emanates from a bhakta. When the Lord is enthroned in the bhakta's heart, dharma takes its abode in him. When the Lord is enthroned in the bhakta's heart, dharma takes its abode in him. Righteousness becomes his very nature. As darkness cannot abide alongside light, evil cannot exist where he dwells. Through rigorous self-analysis, find out the evil traits in latent and patent. Meditate on the opposite virtue. When you do japa and dhyan, feel that the Lord, who is very source and perfection of that virtue, ever dwells in your heart, radiating his virtue and filling your whole being with that virtue. During Vyavahara, assert again and again that the vicious quality has left you. You will grow in divine qualities. Another bhakta asks, what is the easiest way to realization? Gurudev answers, the easiest way to self-realization is to do japa always, to let the name of the Lord form part and parcel of yourself, to see Him in Him alone in all names and forms, to annihilate egoism and to root out raga-dvesa. The spiritual path is a razor path to one who has no Shraddha. If it is filled with Shraddha, then it becomes a rosy path. Who has faith and devotion and who has totally surrendered himself at the lotus feet of the Lord. The third question from a bhakta is how to do dhyana of Sri Hari. Gurudev answers, mentally fix your mind at his lotus feet. Then rotate the mind on his silk cloth, that is Pitambar, Srivatsa, Kaustuva, gem on his chest, bracelets on his arms, earrings, crown on the head, then conch, discus, mace, lotus in the hands, and then come to his feet. Repeat the process again and again. This is our love offering at the holy feet of Gurudev on his holy birthday. Hari Om Tat Sat.